Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
And welcome to the Castle. Tonight we've got an old school rivalry, Norwell and Bellmont getting set to battle here for the 44th time in the last 30 years. These two teams very familiar with each other in both the regular season and the sectional. A lot on the line tonight, especially for Norwell, who comes in winning 5 of their last 6, including an overtime victory against Wayne on Tuesday night, a game where there was not a lot of separation between the two teams, and then Norwell won the overtime 19-13 in what was an excellent contest, very clean, very well played. Meanwhile, on the flip side for Bellmont, 4-4 coming in, all 8 of their games decided by 10 points or less, so they know what it's like to play in close games. 5 games have been decided by 5 points or less. They're 2-3 in those 5 games. They're a low-scoring team. They're a team that's patient offensively. They're going to make you work. Derek Decker alongside Jacob Collins here tonight. You are listening to the Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann's Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton, and it's your local source for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. But again, Jacob, I was talking to Coach Mike McBride of Norwell earlier today. He said this Bellmont team is one that's going to really slow you down, one that's very comfortable playing in low possession games, much like Norwell was just a couple short seasons ago.
Yeah, we've really seen this Norwell team evolve, over the last couple of seasons, Derek. And, a lot of that has to do with just how adaptable Coach McBride is to, what his players are. And, I think one of the keys for Norwell in this game, since it's going to probably be a little slower pace, is to not settle offensively and making sure you're getting the 3 looks or the dribble drives that you're looking for.
Yeah, and it was a decent pace on Tuesday night, but Wayne really slowed it down. In fact, the key of that game, they held the ball for the last minute 45 of regulation, got the final shot, which was partially blocked, not a really great look, but they were able to have some really long 45 to 60-second possessions in that second half. So there's no doubt this Wayne team has really evolved over the years as well. But Bellmont adapts too. They really changed their defense according to who they're playing. They played 1-3-1 against Northrop a few nights ago. Northrop winning that game 47-46 at the TP, a game where Bellmont had the final shot, had a couple good looks at the bucket, and neither one went down. But Coach McBride says he expects to see either a diamond in one or perhaps a stingy man with somebody chasing Luke McBride. McBride had 26 on Tuesday night, and obviously a key for Bellmont is being able to limit or completely stop Luke McBride tonight.
Yeah, Luke McBride has just been looking extraordinarily good recently. Something that you don't expect from him is how quick his first step is and how good he is off the dribble.
Yeah.
We all know he has the 3-ball potential, but that dribble drive opportunity there is so good with him.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He is a fun player to watch and has been exciting here, and, of course, just a sophomore. We'll talk more keys to the game and preview this one a little bit. 5-6 Norwell against 4-4 Bellmont on a Friday night at the Castle on the other side of this break on wellscountyvoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
And welcome back to the Castle. Just getting you set for Norwell and Bellmont. These two teams, as we mentioned a few moments ago, are quite familiar with each other and have been for the last several years. In fact, Norwell ended Bellmont's season last year 64-46 on this floor in the sectional. That was the semifinal game. Norwell, of course, went on to win the sectional, which was the last game played before the country shut down. But, Jacob, this game tonight, a little bit different story. Norwell last year played them obviously twice. Played them on the road. It was a tight game. Norwell didn't create a lot of separation. Coach McBride felt like it was one of the worst games that his club had played in conference. Bellmont really hung around. Different story this year. Obviously, Norwell still finding ways to win. A very, very young and inexperienced group. And they're going up a group in Bellmont that has just juniors and seniors on the varsity roster.
Yeah, Norwell is definitely, they play a lot of underclassmen consistently, but they've started to kind of find that momentum and kind of get on that roll that they've been looking to get on. And, their only loss in 6 games was against Leo, where they really hung in there and played Leo a really tough game. So, I expect Norwell to come out here and to play hard. That's one thing you can always say for Norwell is they're going to come out here and they're going to compete.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Mike McBride has installed that in his kids over his time here at Norwell. He talked to me about a couple keys to tonight's game, and the first of that is limiting the 6'1 senior Tyler James, who averages 13 points a game for this Brave squad. He said he is their best shooter. And they run a lot of things through him. They're a very good free throw shooting team as well. They average 70% from the line. They get to the line with pretty good regularity too. So that's going to be important tonight as well, as Norwell shooting just 60%. Now, that's a little bit of a deceiving number because since they started 0-5 in that stretch where they've gone 5-1, Norwell is shooting well into the 70s. So they've really flipped the script on that. He had kids coming in here before school every single day, and he said since then, since they got more reps, more work at the line, they've definitely grown in that aspect. They shot 16 for 24 against Wayne, but and they had some misses at the end of overtime that really kind of hurt their percentage, but they made the first 6 in overtime, which ended up giving them a 14-point lead in the extra period, a game where Norwell didn't have a double-digit lead, never even anything close to it in regulation, and then a couple threes, one by McBride, one by Bailey, then the steal, the turnover, the layup by McBride, and then some free throws really iced the game away for the Knights. Also, Coach McBride said they're a very good offensive rebounding team, so Norwell needs to get offensive first shot rebounds defensively tonight. Bellmont, in the stats, only averages 5 offensive rebounds a game. But again, that's deceiving because they get a lot fewer possessions than a lot of teams that Norwell plays on the season. A good example of that, Bellmont took on Columbia City. By the way, Bellmont is 1-0 in the Northeast 8. Norwell 0-2, still searching for that first victory. So theoretically, Bellmont's still in the race at this point, as they've only played 1 conference game. But their only NE8 game, which was last Saturday, they beat Columbia City at the TP 36-35 in a very tight and low-scoring game there. We're going to take another break, and we'll return with starters in the tip in just a moment on The Voice.
Hey, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. As we approach and enter the holiday season, we hope and pray for safety for you and your family. At Shelton Financial Group, our goal is to build long-lasting, deep, personal connections with people like you. That's why we take a different approach to helping our clients find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north end of Ossian in the old bank building, or call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
And welcome back to the Castle. Let's join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for tonight's starting lineups.
Tonight's varsity contest, beginning with the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Bellmont Braves. Starting in the guard, a 5'9" junior, number 5, Isaiah Wellman. Starting at the other guard, assistant William senior, number 12, Tyler James. Starting at the other guard, assistant junior, number 22, John Coleman. Starting on the forward, assistant 5 senior, number 4, Nick Ellsworth. And starting at the other forward, assistant 2 senior, number 10, Hayden Stahl. And that goes to the Bellmont Braves in the Here's the starting lineup for your Norwell Knights. Starting at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 22, Mason Bailey. Starting at guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 24, Luke McBride. Starting at the other guard, a 5'11" senior, number 4, Eli Riley. Starting at the forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 12, Luke Grant. And starting at the forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 40, Cody Poland.
And once again, those starters for Bellmont. It's Ellsworth, Wellman, Staub, James, and Ullman for head coach John Filling. Fourth season with a record of 35-45 for Norwell. It's Riley, Graff, Bailey, McBride, and Bolin for head coach Mike McBride. 68-40 in his fifth season at Norwell, 187 and 186 in his 17th season after a long stint at Cherubusco. Lachelle Hatcher, Jeffrey Cottrell, Chris Shields are three officials here tonight on a Friday night, and away we go from Ossian, as we're glad to be with you here tonight on a night where the flakes are flying and it feels like winter. Eli Riley starts with the basketball for the Knights. They're in their home white tonight, and there is an illegal screen by Luke McBride on the first possession. That's never a good thing, as Norwell has its best player with a foul 13 seconds in.
Yeah, that's a very uncharacteristic foul by Luke McBride there. Normally a very good player, Derek.
Yeah, just kind of that's just something that happens sometimes. You know, there's really nothing you can do about it at this point except move on. It's a kid that's played and started in every game in his varsity career, so he knows what's going on. He knows how to move on from things, and obviously being a coach's kid plays into that as well. Stop and pop, top of the key, Staub, and that was long. The rebound to Luke Graff. This is a Bellmont team that does not shoot it tremendously well, and Luke McBride does, as he makes Bellmont pay in transition. Luke McBride has his first three, 26 points against Wayne Tuesday night, averaging 20 points a game on the season, 39% three-point shooter. But back to Bellmont struggles from distance, only shooting 29% as a club. But this time, mid-range jumper from the short corner, Tyler James makes it 3-2. We touched on James in the pregame tonight, averaging 13 points a game. Obviously going to play a role here pretty significantly for Bellmont tonight. Graff driving. He's going to go up with it and miss. Graff does not shoot the basketball all that much, and he was taking a contested shot there. The step through in the lane by Isaiah Wellman comes off. The rebound to Brody Bolin, and a foul coming on the rebound. John Ullman picks up the foul for Bellmont, 6-foot junior. Almost a turnover there for Norwell. This is a Norwell team that really does a good job of taking care of the basketball. They have been in single-digit turnovers in several straight games now. I won't blame that on myself, as Staub gets the takeaway. Ullman, though, blocked on the other end. Nice defensive effort by Eli Riley as he went flying by, got the dig, and Luke Graff collected the loose ball for Norwell. Riley stuck on the baseline. They'll feed Bolin. He had a dozen against Wayne, 10 in the first half on Tuesday night. Had probably the best game of his varsity career. They're going to wave off the basket. The foul goes on Staub, but already you can see the sophomore continuing to gain confidence here for the Knights.
Yeah, Brody Bolin is a really integral part of this team, because when he stays out of foul trouble and when he plays hard like that, it opens up a lot of opportunities, whether that be the three ball or down low action for the Knights. You know, the great news is here, Jacob, tonight, on an unrelated note, is that everybody can hear us again as we're back to immediate family only. Wells County's in the red, and they just called another illegal screen. That one was on Brody Bolin, and Coach McBride instructing Bolin on that one. It's the second turnover in that regard, and Norwell has turned it over 3 times in the first 2+ minutes. That's something that Norwell's going to have to take care of. Now, granted, a couple of those have been on bad screens, which are not going to happen much. That time, Bolin got lost defensively. It left John Ullman open for his first bucket. Bellmont has its first lead, 4-3. A Luke McBride 3 open to scoring tonight. Bellmont has had 2 short corner jumpers from the left side since then, from James and Ullman. No subs yet, as we're approaching 3 minutes into the game. McBride, the cross-court pass. Good find to Riley, but he's shut off by Ullman. You can see this Bellmont team working hard defensively.
Yeah, this has been a really good defensive possession so far. Really attacking the basketball. You can hear the bench giving some energy here tonight. Silly pass by Luke Kraft into the arms of John Ullman as Bellmont has the basketball back and a chance to build on their 1-point lead. James missed the runner. Riley's going to take it to the rim. And, boy, I think they called a block, I guess. Yeah, they did. So it was kind of unclear what the call was actually going to be. And, oh, yeah, they picked up the foul on Ullman, so that's his second. And that really hurts Bellmont, as they really only rotate in 6 players consistently. So foul trouble of any kind is going to be a huge storyline tonight.
Yeah, great job there by Norwell, taking the ball right to him. And, you know, anytime a team only plays about 6 deep, Derek, just taking it right to them and you know, making them foul you is a really big deal.
So I guess they counted the basket as well. And Eli Riley makes it a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 6-4 here. Almost halfway through our first frame. James the spin. Missed it off the window. Ullman the O-board. +1. Nice offensive rebound by John Ullman in the putback.
Yeah, you said they don't, you know, rebound the ball much offensively, but that was a beautiful offensive rebound and the strength to put that in.
That foul went on John Colbert, who checked in a few moments ago. Ullman missed the free throw short. Not common that he does that. 71% foul shooter. And Coach McBride talked about it, but they've got a couple of tremendous foul shooters, well over the 80% mark on this Bellmont team. Oh, Boland strong to the rim. Averaging 6 points a game, but has the potential to get more, and I think he's going to continue to improve in his sophomore season. Ellsworth walked. Definitely took an extra step there. Jeffrey Cottrell on the call, wearing the whistle mask tonight. Haven't seen that all too much here at the high school ranks. It's definitely been more prevalent in the college game. McBride on the baseline. Kick to Riley. Short on the 3. And Wellman the rebound for Bellmont. A lot of one and done so far here early on for Norwell. There's another foul, and it will send Wellman to the line for the Braves. You can definitely see a lot of offensive drives, a lot of downhill drives. Not something maybe you expect in this game that was supposed to be a lower possession game. Both these teams, though, aggressive here in the early stages.
Yeah, Derek, you can tell that this is a conference game. You know, both teams really want to, you know, come out here and win it. But I must say, I am a little surprised how Norwell has only taken a couple threes to this point when, you know, they largely rely on that 3 ball.
Wellman splits the pair. He is their best free throw shooter at 84%. .323 left in the first quarter, and Norwell holds an 8-7 advantage. Boland the catch, they were fronting him. He had it partially blocked. Got the loose ball, though. Now he has nowhere to go with it. Finds a cutting McBride, and he is fouled on his way to the rim. So the foul goes on Tyler James. It's another guy Bellmont can really not afford to have in foul trouble tonight. And the way this game's been, again, it's not so much that the game has been called tightly, it's the fact that guys are attacking downhill and getting to the rim. A lot of free throws here early on in this first quarter.
Yeah, guys are really doing a great job attacking downhill. And, you know, there's also been a little bit of a, you know, some sloppy play, you know, lots of turnovers as a result of it. And, you know, I kind of wonder if that's going to be the way the entire game is going to go, or if teams will kind of try to establish this down low mentality and then kick it outside later as they start to weaken up outside.
Boland will get a blow as Luke Graff comes in for him. It's a 3-point Norwell advantage with 3:10 left in the first quarter. Definitely more scoring than I thought we'd see so far in this first quarter. Could definitely slow down at any time, but Bellmont's willing to kind of get shots. They've really settled into a spot there from the short corner. Ellsworth with the miss, but they've had success there. Colbert got too deep under the rim and ended up going off the side of the backboard, and Tyler James makes him pay in transition. So Tyler James has 4 points in the quarter. 10-9. Knights, I would expect this this game to stay pretty well within single digits most of the night. I think this is a game that's shaping up to be like that. Again, we talked about it's a relatively underrated rivalry in the Northeast State. Obviously, and part of that's just because these two teams play each other so much in everything. Very similar school size, a lot of the same makeup. Bellmont has had a strong athletics program similar to Norwell in a lot of different sports. So, and of course, being only 20 minutes down the road, that plays a factor as well. Long possession here for Bellmont. Ellsworth creating something off the dribble. Staub left the three short. McBride had it poked away though. Ball loose and tied up, and it'll stay with Bellmont. Mike McBride, despite this being a conference game, in the khakis and quarter zip Eric Thornton style tonight. Staub, mid-range. Caden Staub, his first bucket. 4 players have scored for Bellmont in this first quarter. Pretty good balance. And that's kind of the name of the game for the Braves. Staub and James are the two that average in double figures. Riley is bumped by John Ullman. Something else I've noticed with this Bellmont team, this is just kind of an observation, as, John Ullman just picked up his 3rd foul, and that's a big one, so we got to talk about that. He had 4 points in the first quarter, but that's really going to hurt Bellmont's depth as we go forward. But Bellmont, and they've done the same thing at home as I watched the Northrop game the other night, but they kind of move the chairs around. They're set up, the 6 or as close to 6 feet as you can get here at Norwell, and they pack them in there. They bring them all up in the same line. Norwell, as you can see on the sideline there, kind of more spread out. The Bellmont team has kind of made it like a normal experience. 50 seconds left, and it's very possible Bellmont could hold for one shot here. They're a patient team, as we mentioned, and it hasn't been on full display yet here tonight. But I would expect that to start to show up here at some point soon. Instead, James took the shot and did not have success. The foul went on Jamison Rumpel. So that is the 6th team foul on Bellmont. The next one will put Norwell on the bonus. And we noted how Norwell has shot at 60%, but a bit deceiving in that department. They trail it by a single point, and now Norwell is going to run a end of quarter play. Leighton Bailey on the dribble out there. No movement. Bellmont not really applying any pressure. That's Isaiah Wellman out there defending him, but now he backs off with 10 seconds left. Bailey sets the play in motion. Kraft on the wing. Colbert lost it. 3 seconds. That was double dribble, and there it is. I didn't think the whistle was actually going to come, but John Colbert definitely got his second hand on there. And so Bellmont will have a 2.5 seconds and a not well executed end of quarter play. Inbound comes to James, and the 3 is off from beyond the volleyball line. And the first quarter comes to a close. Bellmont up 1 on the road on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Derek Decker, Jacob Collins from the Castle, 11-10 Bellmont. Jacob, takeaways from the first quarter where Norwell had the lead for most of it, but Bellmont fought back and gained the lead towards the end of the frame.
Well, Derek, the beginning of the first quarter started out much faster than kind of what we anticipated, but as the first quarter drug on, we kind of got more of that style of basketball that Bellmont likes to play, the slower, more methodical style.
Great back cut by Luke McBride off the inbounds play coming out of the quarter, but an even better block by Caden Staub, who leads this team in rebounds and three-point shooting percentage, averaging 11 points a game. 1 bucket in that first quarter. The lead for Bolin, and he comes up short on a fade. And that's one where the sophomore can learn there, as you're that close to the rim, as a post player, probably shouldn't be fading from that close. Anyway, Norwell gets the ball in transition and runs with it. Leighton Bailey the miss, and the foul on Luke McBride. Push on the rebound, and that is the second on McBride. So definitely has the potential to play a big factor. We noted John Ullman, who averages 7 and 4 for Bellmont, already on the bench with 3 fouls for the Braves. So foul trouble quickly becoming an emerging storyline here. 30 seconds into the second quarter. Nobody scored in a while. It's kind of hit a dry patch for both teams. A couple of turnovers here as of late. James looking for Staub on the roll. It was guarded by Luke Graft in there. He's a physical player. There's the skip to Andrew James, the younger James, and he steps into the game and knocks down a 3. Andrew James gives Bellmont a 4-point lead. Bailey tries to answer from this corner, and it goes off the top of the backboard after the carom. Andrew James picks up the rebound. Freshman having a nice start. No help side defense for Norwell, but Bellmont blew the layup, and Norwell got really fortunate there, as that might have triggered a timeout. So Norwell dodges the bullet. They'll go to Riley, and he'll rim the 3, no good. And Andrew James continues, and you can tell he's a freshman, but he continues to rack up the rebounds and stepped into the game, knocked down a triple, which, by the way, was his first made 3 of the season, if you're wondering. Again, this is an experienced group, the only underclassman on the varsity roster. 4 shot there by Tyler James. Riley able to keep his balance and save the rebound into Leighton Bailey. They give it back to him, and the free throw line jumper is good. Riley has 5. First basket for Norwell in quite some time. Over 2 minutes into the second quarter, it is 14-12 Bellmont. Well, the good news is here tonight, at least on the guys' side, usually you get some more energy from the bench. They're louder, at least. And it does get the feel that there's a basketball game going on in here tonight. Isaiah Wellman, the foul and the rebound. It will send Norwell to the line. And Leighton Bailey will step to the stripe. Not before a Bellmont timeout. This one is a 30. We'll take it along with them and be back quickly on The Voice.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Welcome back to the Castle. Bellmont up a deuce here. A couple minutes into the second quarter. Derek Decker, Jacob Collins here tonight. Glad to be bringing you basketball action here, as, again, we are pleased to be doing this as the County transition into red once again. So a lot of the friends that we saw here at the Castle the last couple of weeks that we hadn't seen all year, we miss you, and we hope to see you soon here again. There's the walk on Eli Riley and a turnover. Bailey missed the front end. Missed opportunity there. Bailey now 5 of 10 from the free throw line this year. But we realize that this is one of the few ways, in fact, tonight, it's the only way to watch this game, and that is so unfortunate, but that is the times we're living in, and we're happy that you have joined our broadcast here tonight. Andrew James at the top of the key for Bellmont. Still looks a little bit uncomfortable for a freshman, but really not all that bad. He stepped into a confident 3 right after he got into the game. This has been a long defensive possession for Norwell. Wellman lost the dribble, and they'll just kind of reset. And again, Bellmont in no kind of hurry. Norwell crowd and bench trying to give its defense a little credit. The lob into Ellsworth. Now they've got good ball movement. Staubel launch and missed it. I think one extra pass, as many passes that they had in that possession, one extra one might have done Bellmont good. But nevertheless, they missed a 3. Norwell can tie or take the lead here, which I think is a phrase we'll be saying a lot tonight. Instead, Luke Kraft called for a walk. Luke McBride comes back in. And that was really the question mark. Obviously, Norwell, without Luke McBride on the floor, is hard-pressed to find a secondary scorer, because we know what Luke McBride does, averages 20 a game. Nobody else even close to double figures except for Riley, who's not a guy that's going to go off for 20 or 25 in any given night. And so Andrew James will return the favor, expecting the back cut from Tyler James, but didn't get it. That is something that Coach McBride has talked about all year, and that might come with time. He expects this group to be good. Obviously, they've got 2+ more years of varsity time before they've got the chance to reach their full potential. But finding a second scorer, or really a second and third scorer, is going to be paramount for Norwell here in these next, not only the rest of this season, but the next couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. We all know what McBride can do, but we need really one of those other sophomores to kind of step up, whether that be Kraft, whether that be Bailey, to kind of step up and be that secondary scorer that whenever McBride has to go out of the game, they can step up and get it done.
Yeah, and McBride plays a lot. There's a lane violation. Doesn't matter. Luke McBride plays a lot of minutes for this Norwell team and really doesn't come off the floor all that much, except tonight when he's been in foul trouble. And even still, he leads all scorers with half a dozen points. Eyes the second one and knocks them both home. 7 points for McBride, 4 of 4 from the stripe, 14 apiece here halfway through the second quarter. There's a steal by McBride. Norwell applying backcourt pressure. They didn't have numbers. Colbert lost it. Bolin the follow, but he missed as well. Never got a good grip on it. And finally, Andrew James pulls it down for the Braves. Mid-range once again. Belmont's been deadly from mid-range tonight. That time Nick Ellsworth has his first basket, and he is the 6th Belmont Brave to score, and they've got 16 points as a club. And again, that's really it. They do have the extra 3 thrown in by Andrew James, but that's basically all the scorers that could possibly score in this game for Belmont. They are not a deep team. Again, we mentioned really only 6 regularly productive players for Belmont. Bolin on the block, scores right up against the 6'5" Nick Ellsworth. And Bolin has his second bucket. 16 all. Hard to imagine this game getting out of the 50s, if we get to the 50s. There's a reach foul from behind by Eli Riley. And one game that I did not expect to be that way was the Wayne game, as both teams were in single digits in the fourth quarter. That was 45 all going into the overtime. Norwell, as we mentioned in the pregame, came out victorious. If you were with us on Tuesday night, you know that as well. 6-point victory. Ellsworth catches, kicks it out. James fouled on the 3 and a chance for 4. Eli Riley bumps him on the closeout, his second foul, and a huge shot there by Tyler James.
From your senior and Eli Riley there, you got to have a little bit more knowledge about what's going on, and that's a foul that you just really can't afford to have, especially right now.
Yeah, and especially being his second foul. And Tyler James now has 8 points all of a sudden. Most points you can score on the same play in basketball. And you don't see it very often, especially in a high school game. 2 minutes to go in this first half, and Bellmont is up 4, which matches their largest lead, and that's the largest lead that anyone has had, which you'd expect in a low-scoring contest. Riley guarded closely by James, younger James on the wing. Colbert's kind of stuck. Aggressive defense. Wellman breaks it up, ball loose. And it was knocked out by Wellman last, but really aggressive defense. I think Coach McBride might be asking about a foul there. But regardless, Norwell just has been a little bit sloppy with the basketball in this first half. Not all the time. They've had stretches where they've gotten some pretty good looks, but Bellmont has been the controller of the pace in this game. There's no doubt about that. Riley, shot fake, leaves it for Colbert, missed it, short. Colbert tried to play it through contact, and James, the rebound for Bellmont. And now you'd expect him to really be patient here, a 4-point lead closing in on the halftime break. Well, you can hear John Filling saying be patient from the sideline. Ellsworth, long 3 by James, and he's short. Well, Coach Filling didn't really say anything on that, but I got to imagine they were expecting a better look than that. They worked pretty hard and then just kind of tossed up a 3 from 25 feet. That's just not the possession you want for Bellmont, especially considering, like I said, they had some pretty good ball movement. They were controlling the pace, and then you really upset yourself, I think, offensively when you get a shot like that.
Yeah, that felt a little bit like settling there, Derek. You know,
yeah.
They really didn't even have to shoot before halftime if they didn't want to, unless they got a great look, and that certainly wasn't a great look.
And now you know Norwell's going to take the last shot if they can. Riley gets the count off. 13 seconds. Bellmont bench making some noise. Bellmont has their largest lead of the game. Bolin, back cut for McBride. +1! Nice body control by Luke McBride, and he scores with less than 5 seconds left in the half.
You know, when he pulls stuff off like that, Derek, he just doesn't look like a sophomore out there. Yeah. That's a play that you expect a senior to make, not a sophomore. The body control to put that in is just unbelievable.
And not that big of a kid. It's not, you know, there's some football players in this team, and McBride is not one of them. But he has 10 in his first half. John Colbert checks in, which is obvious. You don't want McBride to pick up his third foul here. 4.5 seconds left. James races, tosses, missed everything, and the half comes to a close. So, as expected, a low-scoring and tight game here at Norwell tonight. We'll take a break and recap some things, as well as preview the third quarter and more on the Austin State Bank halftime show in a moment. Back in just a minute on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Austin State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
And welcome back to the Castle. Bellmont on top of Norwell by a penny at the break, 20-19. Derek Decker alongside Jacob Collins here tonight, and happy to be along with you. And Jacob, you can't really say it was a predictable first half. We were just talking about a game that was also predictable off the air, and we'll leave the conversation off the air. But this game, I don't think could have played out any more in line than what we thought, except maybe the fact that Norwell took fewer threes than we thought, and Bellmont was better from the mid-range, and both teams are dealing with some foul trouble.
Yeah, foul trouble is going to play a very big narrative, I think, here in the second half, Derek. You know, Belmont's got one with three, maybe one or two with two, and Norwell, McBride has two. These are things that we're going to have to watch going into the second half. Riley with two. I mean, if they were to pick up their third foul early and have to sit for a large majority of this third quarter, that's a really big deal.
Yeah, and you're talking about two teams with the least amount of depth in the league, so there's no doubt about them. That's just what these two teams are. Belmont has, again, 6 regular players. Andrew James was the extra tonight that made a three and looked very comfortable and confident in that first half. And then for Norwell, you know, you're looking at a core group of about 7, and that's about it. That might be stretching a little bit. Really, they're comfortable playing 6 as well. So it's certainly going to be a storyline going forward. You are listening to the Ossian State Bank halftime show. Ossian State Bank has been your local bank for over a century and has locations in downtown Ossian and on the north side of Bluffton. Let's take one more short timeout. We'll return with the third quarter and the second half on WellsCountyVoice.com.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Back here at the Castle, Belmont with the 1-point advantage and shaping up to be a pretty good second half. And something else that Coach McBride talks about all the time, at least to me, well, I know he talks about it with other people too, but is the fact that timeouts are really important in a high school game. And there are a combined 9 timeouts left. Belmont used a timeout, and they didn't really have to. I mean, John Filling just wanted to get a point across. It was right before Norwell was shooting some free throws, and they ended up missing the front end of that. But these are teams that, again, you're probably going to see, and they knew that they were likely to be in a tight game down the stretch. If you were not with us for the pregame show, you did not know that Belmont has played in they haven't played a single game that's been decided by more than 10 points this year. 5 of them have been decided or 5 points or less. Turnover to start the half, and Norwell has jumped back in front. Luke McBride has a dozen to lead all scorers, the only one in double figures for either team tonight. And so, obviously, not what Belmont wanted coming out of the halftime break. John Ullman gives it a look. He had 3 fouls in the first quarter. Starters back out there for both teams, despite the foul trouble. But again, Just not a lot of extra pieces for either side to go to. Good cut through the lane by Caden Staub, but he can't complete the layup. And Brody Bolin yanks it down for Norwell. And Bailey scores off the glass. That was through some contact as well. Not necessarily a foul, but Bailey with showcasing some of his strength. First basket for him, and then in transition, it was John Ullman with his 6th point. So just kind of as we saw the first quarter get underway, the pace pretty quick with a couple early turnovers for both teams. But fully expect it to settle down here pretty soon. Riley after the double screen. Wow, that was way off. It's not common. Riley's only 25% this year, but a better shooter than that. And that was as open as look as you're going to get. James setting up the play. Now Wellman calls for the screen from Ellsworth. Perimeter game on this possession for Bellmont. Ellsworth's open. Bolin dared him to shoot it, then got beat a bit. The dig in there created the loose ball. It's still loose. Ellsworth found it and can't get it. But the rebound there to Ullman, he missed on 3rd chance for Nick Ellsworth. And Coach McBride arguing about a push-off there on the rebound. And that's the first foul on Luke Raft.
You know, I think they hit just about their game average in offensive rebounds on that possession alone, Derek.
That's right. Which, you know, cannot be making Coach McBride real happy. Although, again, he was arguing there for a push in the back. Nick Ellsworth, the 6'5 senior. Only 1 basket in that first half. Gets both here, though, and Bellmont retakes the lead. Graft won't shoot it from out there, and I think Bellmont knows that. Looking for a cutter, though. Bailey working hard to get open. Wellman, sticky defense for the Braves. Lob pass in. Bolin. Riley drives baseline. Leaves it for Graft. Oh, and he comes up short, but got his own rebound and puts it back in. Luke Graft had a point-blank look, missed the first time, redeems himself with his first basket. And as little scoring as there been in this game, there have been 11 players score. And there's a layup for John Ullman. That time Norwell a little bit late getting back in transition. And that was partially the result of a zone applied in the backcourt by Norwell. Knights are down 1 here at home. Graft. Bolin's open, short corner. He made that on Tuesday night, misses here. McBride, the offensive board though, 2nd chance. Riley, a wild shot. And I think Nick Ellsworth might have caught one in the eye on the rebound. He's okay though. Bellmont tries to build on this 1-point lead. Well, you can hear the Bellmont fans griping there, but I think James sold that pretty well. Did not get the benefit of the call. McBride, the stop and pop miss. Well, there were a lot of fouls in the first half. There's only been 1 in the second half, but that has been the result of a lot more jump shots taken in this this 3rd quarter. James to the baseline, there's the foul, and he'll get 2 as Luke Graff pushes him out of bounds.
Looking forward, Derek, you know, I'm curious if Norwell's going to continue to try to apply that very aggressive zone full court press, because we've seen it break down multiple times now, and Bellmont able to get easy layups as a result of it.
Well, as good of a player as Tyler James is, by the way, he is only a 62% free throw shooter, so it has been a struggle for him. 50% on that trip. 9 points for him. 2-point lead for Bellmont. Graft muscles it in. He just moves defenders out of the way, and again, you can really tell that Graft is a football player. He has a tremendous upper body and a great amount of strength. Colbert has a lot of strength in there as well. He's in the game. Checked in for Riley a few moments ago. Wellman just bodies over Leighton Bailey, and the offensive foul. Wellman has been the king of drawing offensive fouls for Bellmont. Bellmont has taken 13 charges on the year, and Wellman has taken 11 of them.
Oh, my.
He hasn't had that opportunity yet tonight. Gets called for the offensive foul there. And we're all square again at 27. Oh, Colbert looked like he was going to be unabated down the drive, the dig, but it left McBride wide open, and he's not going to miss that one. Luke McBride, 15 points, and Norwell is up 3.
Anytime you leave Luke McBride open like that, he's going to find a way to connect, Eric.
You're right, but again, it just doesn't feel like McBride has 15 points. He sat a lot of time, and he's being well defended tonight. He's just going to get his points. It's just kind of the way it is. The sophomore's just outstanding and certainly ahead of his time. Tyler James answers the call from McBride and knots us again at 30. McBride looking for the back cut. Instead, Bailey. Oh, boy, the Bellmont fans wanted the extra step. Instead, Leighton Bailey hits the 3, and I think a good timeout called by Mike McBride as they'll try to continue to hold on to this lead. This is a 30. We'll take it along with him and return on WellsCountyBoys.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
3-point lead here for Norwell at the Castle. 2:28 left in the third quarter. Timeout just taken by Mike McBride. Both teams still with 4 as we approach the end of the third frame. Again, neither team has had a big lead in this game. If I'm not mistaken, I'm still thinking the biggest lead was 4. I think this game's been played within 4 points either way the entire night. Oh, there's the steal. Norwell can make it more than 4 here. Well, how did the foul get on Tyler James? That's just bad luck because the official got in the way. That's Lachelle Hatcher down there. I don't even know how she saw that because she was trying to get out of the way. That was kind of a bad break for Tyler James. It is just, and
that's a huge loss for Bellmont too right there. His 4th foul, Derek. I mean, he has done such a good job, at least attempting to lock down McBride.
It kills him. Well, and he's obviously one of the few guys that's scoring for Bellmont tonight. Colbert draws the foul. That was Caden Staub. Yeah, they got 16 points from Tyler James the other night against Northrop. Well, can't say that one's happened too many times here at the Castle. I'm not going to comment on that one. Well, she iced Colbert. As it's not her fault. He's a 50% free throw shooter. She got backed up there by Jeffrey Cottrell, the whistle mask, in front of the scores table, who gave her a round of applause as she chirped back at the Bellmont fans. That conflicted on that issue, and I just, again, will not take a side there. 34-30.
Sometimes it's best to just say no comment.
But I kind of get paid for making comments on this stuff. I mean, you get to listen. Oh, what a play by Isaiah Wellman. As I was lost in my own thought, Wellman goes to the rim and earns a chance at 3. That was a tremendous play by Isaiah Wellman, and the foul goes on Luke Graft.
How he was able to just maintain control of his body in the basketball and be able to make that was just unbelievable.
Yeah, that was the best play we've seen here tonight. And he makes it a 1-point game. Just when Norwell created their biggest lead of the game, which isn't saying much, Bellmont right there to answer with a 3-point play. Riley walks. So Bellmont can retake the lead here. But again, going back to my point, I was going to say, you kind of are locked down and you get to hear my opinion for an hour and a half a few nights a week if you're a regular viewer here on The Voice. And there's the travel on the other end by Ellsworth. Oh boy, John Filling is getting pretty excited over there. Yeah, he is not pleased with that call. He was pointing at Lachelle Hatcher, who, he's still griping about it. McBride spins. Bolin, short corner, missed it. Colbert kept the rebound alive twice, but the second one is a foul. And that's good effort by John Colbert, and picks up the foul, but certainly one that Coach McBride can live with there.
Yeah, high effort fouls like that, you can definitely live with that as a player and a coach, because you know what, your guy is out there and he's giving it his 100%.
There's a foul on the other end. Fouls are starting to rack up quickly again in this third quarter. And Bellmont is back at the line with a chance for the lead. Bolin picks up his second foul. Wellman, the shooter, rims the first one no good. That's the second miss tonight for Wellman. He is an 84% shooter. So just 2 for 4 tonight. Make it 3 of 5, and we are tied again. 34 apiece as we approach the final moments of this third quarter. Well, I don't think this one's going to be decided by more than 10. Unlikely to be anyway. And that would keep a string of 9 straight for Bellmont alive, going back all the way to last year's sectional game when Norwell won by 18. Enthusiasm shown by the Bellmont bench. Norwell appears to be pretty patient here, and I think they're content to hold for the last shot. Bellmont's backing off. John Filling instructing Staub to back off, and these two teams will engage in a stare down for the next 10 seconds or so until Norwell gets the play rolling. 10 seconds. Now the play's on. Colbert off to McBride. Back to Colbert. Wide open three. He hits from the corner. John Colbert, just his third triple make of the season, and he gives Norwell the 3-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. We're going to look back at that. That might end up being a really big shot. We're back with the fourth quarter after this on The Voice.
Hey, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. As we approach and enter the holiday season, we hope and pray for safety for you and your family. At Shelton Financial Group, our goal is to build long-lasting, deep, personal connections with people like you. That's why we take a different approach to helping our clients find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north end of Ossian in the old bank building, or call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Welcome back to the Castle. Big three there, Jacob, at the end of the quarter by John Colbert.
Yeah, you know, an excellent play design there by Norwell, too. Everybody kind of thought McBride was going to go ISO there, and he found Colbert wide open, and he connected.
Well, and it's the that's tipped out of bounds. It is the NBA version of a 2-for-1 here, as Norwell gets the ball coming out of the quarter break as well. So that was the obvious reason that Norwell held it, although they're comfortable doing that too. Bailey keys it in. The play was ran for him. Instead, they go to Bolin. Bolin, man defense by Ellsworth. Missed it short off the rim. Norwell will settle with a 3-point lead here. Early stages of the fourth quarter. John Ullman's in the game for Bellmont with 3 fouls, and now it's 4. Boy, John Filling is really starting to consistently gripe, and that was kind of a tough call too. And now Ullman and Tyler James both have 4 for Bellmont. James is not on the floor right now for the Braves, and it'll be interesting to see when he comes back in, because they need him on the floor. Similar to Luke McBride. Not quite the same thing. McBride's definitely the main scorer for Norwell. Colbert just moving his defender out of the way. Ball is tipped out to Bailey, and Mike McBride has to burn a timeout to keep the possession alive. Coach knows that these possessions mean a lot because you're not going to get that many of them, especially in this fourth quarter. Back in 30.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at blufftontire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Kerry Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
3-point Norwell lead, 7:02 to go in our Friday night rivalry battle. Just about 20 minutes down, 2:24 separates these two schools. Oh, boy, that's out of a timeout, and that has got to really irk Mike McBride. It doesn't result in points yet, and a foul coming on Norwell here. So that is just in a game like this, and we talk about it all the time, you cannot afford to have silly turnovers like that. You just can't.
Especially out of a timeout.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. Tyler James checks back in for Bellmont with 4 fouls. Ullman is out there with 4 as well. So John Filling, again, not a lot of depth, so no really choice except to roll the dice here. Wellman spinning, blocked by Bailey, stomped the loose ball, and Tyler James makes his presence felt as he ties the game with a 3. What a big shot by the senior. You just knew all night it was going to be like this. 37 all. Again, by our official count, neither team has led by more than 4 points in this game. Did I say official count? If I said official, I meant unofficial. I meant unofficial, and there's a foul on the rebound. We're about as unofficial as it gets around here. Brody Bolin picks up his 3rd. That was the 7th, so I missed one. It puts Bellmont in the bonus here and a chance to retake the lead.
The official, unofficial scorekeeper missed one there.
Yeah, well, I'm okay at doing it when that's the only job I'm doing. But a few other things going on here at the moment. Ellsworth rims the free throw, no good. Ellsworth had 16 against Northrop, only 4 to his credit tonight. A bucket and 2 free throws. And that was a big miss as it keeps the game tied at 37. Entry pass to Bolin. And he gets fouled. Well, they called on the floor. Well, they do give him the free throws. I thought they called it on the floor. The foul went on Caden Staub, which is his 2nd. And Bolin, who has struggled mightily at the line, knocks down the first one. Jacob, he was 4 for 15 on the season before that one. And Coach McBride told me today, he said he's got a better shot than that. So he's kind of undershooting what it will end up being. And Bolin calmly knocks down the pair there. So no problem for Brody. And Norwell's back up too. We've got a good one here at the Castle. Old-fashioned battle, low scoring, Northeast State. Bellmont going to continue to be patient. Ellsworth, though, spots up and buries it. Nick Ellsworth, we were just talking about him being pretty quiet tonight, and he knots us again at 39. I'd love to know the number of ties there have been in this game. And lead changes, because there's quite a few of those in the middle portions of this game. 5:10 to go. Hard screen set by Graft. It leaves Bailey open. He cuts through. Oh, he missed Bolin, and they'll have to kick it back out. Missed chance there for Norwell, but they hold on to possession. McBride was looking to get it into Bolin. Instead, they have to kind of restart their offense. McBride trying to create something off the dribble. He drives. There it is, and there it is. Brody Bolin on the pass from McBride, and Norwell back in front. 8 points for Brody Bolin. 41-39. Norwell bench making a little noise. Ellsworth just shot that. Now he tries to beat Bolin off the dribble. Broken up by Graff. And a walk on the baseline. And the Bellmont fans can't believe it again. John Filling sharing a chuckle with a couple of his assistants there. I think he's felt like at times he's been getting jobbed a little bit tonight. Norwell leads by a pair. And if Norwell can get a bucket here, it would be really, really big. There's just not that many possessions left in this game. McBride throws it up. Good defense inside by both Ullman and Staub. And Bellmont manages to avoid the basket, and they respond by missing. Oh, right spot, right time for Tyler James. And second chance points once again for Bellmont. He now leads all scores with 17 of his own. It has definitely been the James and McBride show tonight. Bailey, step back. Short on the three. Rebound to Ellsworth. Okay, now at this point, I was kind of defending the Bellmont fans earlier, and at this point, it is every possession that there are comments being made. We already saw the official Lachelle Hatcher make a comment, stop the game for a moment, and talk to the Bellmont fans. Loud enough for everybody to hear, I might add. Wellman, the miss off the heel. McBride, the board. Down to 3 minutes to go. McBride thought about ripping it. He thinks
that's
better
one
of it,
he's
though.
not afraid to rip sometimes, Derek.
2:50 to go. Yeah, Luke thinking about it. Now drives. They wave off the shot. The sixth team foul on Bellmont, and that was on Ullman, and he fouls out of the game. John Ullman is done. He had 8 points, but he was more important than that defensively, and that really hurts Bellmont's depth. And now they're playing, I think they entered Jamison Rumpel. They did. The 6-foot junior. Inbounds pass broken up. Rumpel's appeared in all 8 games this year, but definitely not a scorer. And past that, they're going to go down to Andrew James, I would imagine. We've also got Mason Renders available on the bench. Two and a half to go. Norwell hasn't taken a shot in quite some time, but they don't really need to. In a tie game, McBride into the lane, fades, rims it no good. Bolin the offensive board, and he has it stripped away. Norwell had a chance there to retake the lead, and now Bellmont has the same chance. And Tyler James with the basket, the foul from behind, and Belmont's back in front.
No help side defense by Norwell coming to seal off that lane, and it was an easy drive in, and he made it through the contact.
Chance at 3. Bailey knocked him on the head on the way by. Eli Riley finally back into the game. You know, I kind of even glanced over the fact that Riley hasn't played much in this second half. He had foul trouble in the first half, but that's not a factor anymore, just 2. Nobody has more than 3 for Norwell. But James still out there with 4 for Bellmont, and now he has his 20th point of the night, and John Filling calls timeout as Bellmont has leapt back in front with a 3-point play, 44-41 at the Castle.
This is an invitation. to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
2:13 to go here at the Castle. Conference matchup, Bellmont 4-4, Norwell 5-6 on the year. Braves are 1-0. The Knights are 0-2 still in the league, looking for that first win. And it has been the Bellmont coaches and faithful that have felt a little jobbed by the officials in the second half, but they have the lead by 3, narrowing in on 2 minutes to go. And you know who the offense is going to go to now. Oh, Bailey catches me off guard and ties the game. Leighton Bailey from the corner. Well, I was just about to talk about, you would expect Luke McBride to get the bulk of the touches from here on out, and that's still probably the case, but now we're all tied again. Ellsworth pops it. He's been good from there all night, and he knocks down the long deuce.
Bellmont has just been deadly from mid-range jumpers all night long.
Who says the mid-range is dead? Timeout, Norwell. And we'll take a break as well. Bellmont back up 2 on the Voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
All right, Jacob, let's break down these final 94 seconds. Norwell has the ball down 2 here at home. Norwell is 3-2 at home this season. They won all 12 here at the Castle a year ago, but still searching for that first conference victory. They lost a close one at DeKalb and then lost another close one at Leo. This Bellmont team has been close games all year, and they've come out kind of how you'd expect, at least just from a pure statistics standpoint, 500 in really close games. But you would think, Jacob, that Norwell would likely be running a lot of its offense here through Luke McBride, although Bailey just stepped up and hit a big 3.
Yeah, you would definitely expect Luke McBride to at least get a touch on just about every single offensive possession and run just about everything through him.
There it is, but he gives it back off to Leighton. And still no reason to be in a hurry here, only down 2. Both teams are in the single bonus. McBride to the baseline, turns, fouled on the way up. They got him on the hand. I think it was, if it was Tyler James, he's done. How about that? Whoa. So they changed it. Rumpel picks up the foul.
That would have been a huge swing in this game, Derek.
I think the Bellmont fans might have come unglued on that one. McBride is good on the first one. And again, the fact is, no matter what we say tonight, everybody can hear us. So at this point, you just kind of roll with it. McBride is a 76% free throw shooter. He was 92% last year. And calmly knocks down both. Luke McBride has 17 points, and wouldn't you know it, we are tied at 46. Just what we expected. Tie game down the stretch in the 40s. Staub. Tyler James is in the game with 4 fouls, so anything would foul him out. It's possible Bellmont could hold for the last shot here. We saw this the other night with Wayne. It was tied at 45. Wayne held for the final minute 45 of the game. And in a tie game, if you feel confident in your ability to hold on to it, why wouldn't you? Belmont's got 3 timeouts to work with here, so if they get in trouble, they can take one. Lob pass. They've got Norwell behind, but you're not going to be able to do anything with it. There's the cut. James lays it in. Tyler James on the cut. He's got 22, and Belmont's up 2. And Norwell will take a timeout with 21 seconds to go. This is a full one. We'll take a quick break and return on The Voice.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Kathie, .Peterson@steffengrp.com.
21 seconds to go here at the Castle tonight. Bellmont is leading 48-46. That's just a beautiful cut. And really that possession in the basket was caused. Norwell tried to be aggressive, create the turnover, and eventually, even though it wasn't right away, it still was directly correlated to that, and it left Tyler James, who has 22 points tonight, open for a layup.
Yeah, even though it resulted in a basket for Bellmont, I like the defensive approach from Norwell. I don't think you want to let them take the last shot there and run a set play at the end because they have the timeouts. They could call a timeout with 10 seconds left and set something up. So I like to go out there and be proactive and take a shot.
Norwell's got 1 timeout left. Bellmont with 3. Both teams are in the 1-and-1, and Norwell needs a basket. Now, you going for first good look or you taking the last shot?
I think you're going for first good look here, Derek.
I agree. Bailey walks it up. McBride off the dribble. Leaves it for Bailey. 11 seconds. McBride pulls up for 3, missed it. Bolin kept it alive, but they got a foul, and there it is with 4.9 left. I don't know. It's obviously in the hands of your best playmaker, and Bellmont can ice it at the line here with a couple free throws, but I think Norwell could have gotten a better shot.
Yeah, like you said, it's in their best playmaker, but it was a heavily contested 3 with a lot of pressure on a sophomore, and even though he's a phenomenal player, at the end of the day, he is just a sophomore.
If they miss this, I would imagine Norwell takes their last timeout. He does, and Norwell burns their last timeout. Caden Staub, the 83% free throw shooter, and Bellmont has not shot it well from the line tonight at all. And Norwell takes their last timeout. We'll keep it right here and talk about what these final 4 seconds are going to look like. Norwell's down 2. They dodge a bullet as Bellmont could have ended the game right there with a couple of makes. Instead, they miss, but they've got to go the full length of the floor in 4.5 seconds. And here, unless you get a complete rim run, which I can't imagine is going to happen, I think you're probably looking at taking a 3.
Yeah, I would have to agree, and I'm curious if they're going to try to dribble it up the court really quickly or if they're going to try to do a baseball pass all the way across the floor and try to get it in the front court immediately, Derek.
And to me, I don't think you have to do that.
I don't think so either.
4.5 seconds. You can set up a play. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, really, when you think about it, you can get several passes in and a shot. Obviously your first choice is probably McBride, but Bailey's got to be up there too. Those are Norwell's 2 best free throw shooters. McBride 39%, or 3-point shooters, pardon me. McBride 39%, Bailey 35%. And interestingly, Brody Boland's going to throw the inbound. So with knowing that, I think this might be a deep ball.
I think so too.
And Bellmont's going to take a timeout. They've got 3 of them, so no reason not to.
It appears like Norwell doesn't want to inbound the ball to McBride, and they instead want to get him off the pass and try to maybe create something sneaky with a screen or something away from the ball to kind of get him open there.
Well, it has been a good one here at Norwell, but Bellmont, who was about a 6-point underdog tonight, trying to go on the road and beat Norwell at the Castle. It's just a team that has not lost much at the Castle over the last few years. Bolin is still going to inbound, which actually surprises me a little bit. I thought they might change that up. Looks to be the same play call, actually, for Norwell. At least they're set up in the same way. Bolin cannot run the baseline. Throws the inbound. It's broken up, picked up by Tyler James, and Norwell does not get a shot off, and Bellmont will win by a deuce. And to me, I don't know. We'll talk about it, and we'll talk about the final play with Coach McBride here after a few moments. But Jacob, I don't like the final play because that's the risk of doing that, and they had plenty of time. It felt like they tried to rush something that they didn't have to.
Yeah, they had plenty of time to inbound it in the backcourt there, and all it takes is one quick pass to get it in the front court and a couple dribbles, and you have all the time in the world for that.
Yeah.
So I just don't really understand the thought process behind that.
We'll break it down when we come back. Bellmont gets their second conference win and stays undefeated. Meanwhile, Norwell drops to 0-3, and we'll be back in a moment on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 4672440. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev Sells Wells at 466-1822.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
Well, Norwell has dominated this series over the years, especially over recent years, and I shouldn't even say this on the air because I don't know for sure, and I'd have to go back and get a closer look, but we'll probably have time to do that before Coach McBride gets up here. But by a quick look, the last time that Bellmont won in this building was in 2005 when Ty Platt was the coach here, and obviously they come here every other year, sometimes every year, sometimes twice in a year because of the way sectional plays out. But that was a 66-59 win for Bellmont back in 2005. Norwell has owned the recent series. Now, over the last 30 years, it's pretty close. It's 28-25 Norwell, and now it's 28-26. But Yeah, Norwell's owned it. And, Jacob, it felt like a game where Norwell had a pretty good chance. You really feel like you're in good shape. Obviously, the cut there by Tyler James was the winning play, and it killed him at the end. I don't know. I think Norwell, to me, was in better shape down the stretch than Bellmont, and yet couldn't find a way to win.
Yeah, and that's, whenever you have a roster like Bellmont, which is consisted completely of upperclassmen, in a game like that.
That's a good point.
Versus a team that plays a lot of sophomores and, a very, very young team, stuff like that happens. And that's just part of the growing pains of, underclassmen getting the experience to eventually be able to win a game like that.
Yeah, Norwell obviously starts 4 sophomores and a senior. And granted, all those guys, except for Bolin, played a lot of minutes at the varsity level last year. In fact, a couple of them started in McBride and Bailey. But this is certainly and of course, big minutes from John Colbert, too, who's also a sophomore. But that's just kind of what happened tonight, was you saw down the stretch, Bellmont made the winning plays, and I think the last couple possessions for Norwell weren't very good. I mean, obviously the 3 by McBride, the pull-up 3, yes, it's in the hands of your playmaker, and he can make that shot. There's no doubt about it. But I think Norwell could have gotten a better shot. They could have worked for a better shot. Now, we'll never really know what happens as the outcome of that. But I think they could have gotten a better shot. And then, of course, at the end of regulation there, we can really discuss the thought process behind that last play call. But we were talking off air just a minute ago. It didn't feel like Norwell needed to do that. I mean, that's a play call that you have with a second and a half or 2 seconds left when you really don't have very much time. And at that point, you're just kind of like, well, if this doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it's better than getting it in the backcourt and throwing up one from 40 feet. This time, they could have gotten it in the backcourt, and they had ample time to get at least inside the volleyball line and get a legitimate shot at a 3.
Yeah, you had plenty of time to get at least a pass or 2 off and a couple dribbles with 4.5 seconds. While it might not sound like a lot, in basketball time, that's a lot of time to develop a play. And, when you're throwing a 50-50 ball like that, there's just not really a need to do that whenever you have the time to let a play develop and, have a pass or 2 and then a dribble or 2 to set up a 3.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I mean, that's just kind of what has gone on, and that speaks a lot to what has happened. And I think, this is, again, going to be a learning experience for these guys. We talk to Coach McBride and all the time about this young group and the group that he's got, and he believes in this group. He thinks this is going to be a very good group, but still learning how to win. And in these close games, first of all, the valuable experience only comes by losing these kind of games, and unfortunately it comes in a conference battle. But at this point, Norwell was already out of the race coming into tonight for a conference title anyway. They fall to 0-3 now. But Bellmont, very much still alive in the race, which is amazing because it's not a deep team. They don't have a ton of, unbelievable playmakers, but they are solid defensively. They control the pace of the game, and tonight, once again, came away with a close victory.
Yeah, they do a lot of the fundamentals right. They do play a slower style, but they play lockdown defense, and I think you saw that for a large part of the game against Norwell. I mean, that was something we didn't really talk a lot about, but they played really, really good defense. And, Tyler James really stepped up and played excellent defense against McBride, especially when it counted. And even though McBride, had a lot of points, he's the type of guy that's always going to have that many points. Yeah, so for him to be able to lock him down in the last couple minutes of the game was very crucial, especially with 4 fouls.
Bellmont plays games in the 40s, and Norwell's scoring has gone way up since they started 0-5, and then they won 5 of their next 6, and their scoring was way up. But we'll be joined now by Norwell head coach Mike McBride as we discuss the 2-point loss. Coach, thanks a lot for stopping by, first of all. But we'll start here, and let's talk about the last play. What was the design, and what was the idea? What was the play trying to develop in?
Yeah, well, we're trying to get a pass made up the floor. You got 4 seconds.
Right.
If you can get a pass up the floor, you're halfway up the floor already.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah, it's a play that we work on. It's not like it's something that we know, like we even have it by name, and
sure.
And our guys have practiced it. And we're trying to get the ball up the floor into the middle, and then we've got some cutters going up the sidelines, and then we got a guy coming right back to the ball. Unfortunately, pass was just a little bit high. And again, I mean, they put 6'5" guy on it, made it a little bit different, threw a little bit higher.
Right.
Graf wasn't quite, Graf catches the ball pretty well, just a little bit off his fingertips. I mean, if he catches that, now we're already at half court with 4.5 seconds or whatever it is. And now, he's able to catch it, turn. He's able to get a dribble, make the pass to the guy he needs to make the pass to. And then that guy's able to make a play that he needs to be able to make. But, we just weren't able to execute it tonight. It's something we'll have to continue. We've practiced it, and it's something that we have to continue to practice.
Yeah, and you talk all the time about the difference in experience, and this is a very experienced Bellmont group, as a lot of the conference is, versus your kids who start 4 sophomores and played a lot of minutes, and obviously Colbert off the bench, a sophomore too. Just kind of speak to the growing pains that we've discussed over the past few weeks. Obviously, the 0-5 start. Since then, you've had some taste of winning 5 of 6, but here, a real close loss in a conference game tonight.
Yeah, we just didn't get stops. I mean, if you go to the last 7 possessions, I mean, we scored 4 points on our 7 possessions, and that includes the last play there too.
Right.
And they score 9 points on their last 7 possessions on our possession chart. We just didn't get stops when we needed to. I mean, whether we were up 2 or, I think, I think we had some times even tonight where we had a 4-point lead. We couldn't get stopped. They make a 3-point play. Sure. We could never get any separation. It was very possession-by-possession game. We got some good shots down the stretch there. I mean, we got a good 3 by Layton. We had a good 3 by Layton to tie it up. I thought I thought Luke had a really good shot in the paint when the game was tied a little bit before that.
Yeah.
And then we had the offensive rebound, but we just lost the offensive rebound.
That's right.
And again, I mean, that's just one where we got to be able to secure a little bit better. And then even before the free throws, I mean, we had something set up. We had opportunity for Luke on a drive with Layton, coming off an action for 3. That didn't develop. And then, I mean, Luke had a good 3. I mean, I'm going to take it. If we get Luke that shot, I'm okay with that. I mean,
we talked about that.
He's earned that, and he's going to make that shot a lot. It just didn't go tonight. So we had some good shots. They didn't drop in. And that's kind of the way it went. But we just weren't able to get stops. I mean, and that's again, I think that's like Ellsworth stepped out and hit a couple of those, 17-footers. And, it's just tough. I mean, we got to be able to defend him a little bit better out there. And it's a hard, it's just hard. But you got to give him credit. He hit those shots. We went aggressive defensively there late and tried to get a steal. Or we tried to see if we could turn them over. And then they ended up, we almost have it. We get our hand on the ball a little bit, and we almost come up with it. And then they end up getting it. It seemed like we had a lot of those. I think Layton had a block tonight, and we don't come up with the loose ball, and then they end up scoring.
Get a layup. Yep.
Yeah, so we had some tough breaks to go against us. A couple balls didn't bounce our way, and that's how it goes sometimes. And but we'll keep working. We'll keep getting better. And, I mean, we're gaining valuable experience, and we've won a few of these. Tonight we didn't get it, and, we'll see what happens.
Coach, you've got Dwenger coming up, SAC opponent on the road on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're physical. They're old. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, everybody we're playing is pretty old, and and then it's tough to play there. So we're going to have to bounce back, and we're going to have to be ready to go. But we got to take better care of the ball. I think we had about 15 turnovers tonight, and that.
Well, and in a relatively low possession game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So we got to, and that's something we've been doing pretty well. And tonight we didn't do it as well, and so we got to be a little bit better at that. But we'll keep working. We'll keep getting better, and we'll keep moving forward.
Norwell coach Mike McBride, thanks a lot for stopping by, and good luck on Tuesday night. Well, that does it here from the Castle. Norwell falls to Bellmont tonight, 48-46 on their home floor, and they'll look to bounce back in action Tuesday night. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night from the TP on the return trip on the girls' side. That'll be likely go a long way in deciding the Northeast 8 winner. Until then, on behalf of Jacob Collins, our owner Scott and Dale Menser, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.